Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Foxy New.
So Errol Spence Jr., he went on a PBC podcast today, and this guy turns out and says, look, prime for prime, Errol Spence versus Floyd Mayweather. If I'm 100% focused, I think I beat Floyd. Just try to break him down physically. He's not breaking down mentally. He's one of those fighters like Sean Porter. You're not going to break him mentally. Now, here's the problem with what Errol Spence saying, that you're going to beat Floyd Mayweather. Prime for prime, if you're in your prime and he's in his prime. Look, I'll put it like this. If Floyd's in his prime and Errol Spence is in his prime, Floyd is going to pitch a shutout against Errol Spence Jr. Floyd Mayweather has already been one of the best fighters we've ever seen. Floyd Mayweather was elite. His defensive skills were elite. And how in the hell is Errol Spence Jr. said he's going to beat Floyd Mayweather in his prime when he won't even fight Terrence Bud Crawford in his prime? You don't even want to fight Terrence Bud Crawford, but you would beat a prime Floyd Mayweather? You would break him down? You would beat Floyd? You said you would take the easy road against Sean Porter. What Errol Spence are we talking about that's going to beat a prime Floyd Mayweather? That doesn't make any sense to me. Errol Spence Jr. is the same guy that said he would take the easy road against Sean Porter. That's that same guy right there. That's the same guy that said strap season, but then turns around and fight Mikey Garcia because he called him out. But then when Bud calls you out, you don't keep that same energy, and then you turn around and fight Mikey Garcia and want to fight Sean Porter and avoid Terrence Bud Crawford. Because we know that Terrence Bud Crawford's a different breed. We know Terrence Bud Crawford has different skills. We know Terrence Bud Crawford's a different animal. But you say prime for prime that you're going to beat Floyd Mayweather, but you won't even see Terrence Bud Crawford in the ring. See, this is what I be telling people all the time. Errol Spence Jr. is the same guy that literally went life and death with Sean Porter. This guy went life and death with Sean Porter. Sean Porter was looking like Vasyl Lomachenko out there, turning Errol Spence at every turn. And, if you're going to be honest and unbiased about it, it was a very close competitive fight. And Sean Porter edged the fight out, even with the knockdown. Even with the knockdown, he still won the fight, if we want to be honest about it. If you had it going the other way, that's fine. But I'll tell you this. That was an extremely close and competitive fight. Extremely close and competitive. So close that most people, even Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, all saw Sean Porter pretty much winning the first 5 to 6 rounds on Errol Spence. You're not going to lose that many rounds against a Floyd Mayweather and still try to win the fight. No, let's be honest. The reason why people say Errol Spence beat Sean Porter, the reason why, and there's no outcry, there's no outrage about it. The reason why is because he's more popular than Sean Porter. Let's just be honest about it. Errol Spence Jr. thinking that he beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. is an absolute joke. Errol Spence Jr. has never displayed those skills against any welterweight. Errol Spence Jr. tried, he fought Mikey Garcia, a guy moving up 2 weight classes out of a high card and very defensive. You should have walked him down and stopped him. See, this is the type of guy that, you got to understand. You're fighting on a $75 pay-per-view, and you're fighting Mikey Garcia out of a high guard defensive. But then when you fight Sean Porter, he's just roughing you up, turning you, making you look terrible. You're not knocking out Floyd Mayweather. You're not breaking him down physically. He's not going to be there for you to hit. Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s skill set was just levels above anything Errol Spence Jr. has ever seen. So this is the same Errol Spence Jr. who's not even dedicated, when he's not in training camp. You got to look at it like this. This guy's not even dedicated to the sport. This is the same guy that comes down from 190 pounds down to 147, draining massive amounts of weight. He said that these are his words. He's always having to drain 30 plus pounds every single fight. Even more than that, this guy, he's standing in line with chips and queso with Tank Davis. You got to understand, this guy's choker chain must be cutting off the circulation to his brain. He's talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr. like these two guys are in the same class. What are we talking about? This all stems from fanboy hype. This makes no sense. Errol Spence Jr. is a slightly above average welterweight when it comes to the guys he's circled around. Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, he would be favored to beat those guys. But, against a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford, No, anybody that understands and knows boxing knows that there's no dimensions to Errol Spence Jr.'s game. The only time you've ever seen dimensions to his game is when he fought a guy who wasn't a welterweight. That's the only time. You've never seen Errol Spence Jr. put on a boxing master class against Sean Porter, did you? Nope. You never seen him put on a boxing master class against Kell Brook, did you? Nope. Kell Brook was also tailor-made to Errol Spence. Errol Spence was taking a lot of punishment, and this is a weight drain, and a Kell Brook that's coming off a knockout loss gave him hell. So what are we talking about here? And you think you're going to compete with a Floyd Mayweather in his prime? This guy gotta still be drunk. This guy gotta have a bad concussion left over from the car accident. This guy gotta still be drinking and partying, because no one in their right mind with logical sense would ever predict Errol Spence Jr. beating a Floyd Mayweather Jr. in his prime. He is not that type of guy. He does not have that skill set. This is the same guy they tried to hype up and said he could go up to 160 and beat a Canelo. That's nonsense. See, Canelo's in his prime. When Floyd was in his prime, Errol Spence couldn't even look at him. Even an old Floyd, Errol Spence couldn't look at, much less a prime Floyd. See, Errol Spence won't even fight a Terrence Bud Crawford. He's trying to take the easy road against Sean Porter and really lost the fight. Let's just be honest and unbiased. I know a lot of fanboys don't want to hear it, but we're going to tell the truth.